is what we've been doing, but rather because you already know the app and some number of the odd people have already used the app. So I would like to just if you have any honest, candid questions that are bothering you about anything in life, may it be startups or business or anything else, I would love to have like share my experiences around it. But giving my journey in short, so I've been a chess player in childhood. Then the chess books got replaced by JE books, जैसे हम सबकी हो गई थी. And then I tried for JE for the first time, didn't get it, so went to BITS Goa, learned poker over there, gave JE again, came to IIT Bombay. यहाँ पे आके there was an incident because of which there was a rod in my leg. It was an accident जिसकी वजह से I had to go through a physiotherapy journey to come back into the football team. So football plus managing events plus chemical engineering was my college time. उसके बाद में the interesting phase in life started where we were creating housing.com. So we were like 90 of us and we were selling these properties to builders and brokers, of builders and brokers to the masses. और वहाँ पे अचानक से फॉर ग्लोबल एक्सपांशन, नेशनल एक्सपांशन पैसे आ गए थे, like $10 million, and that's the first scale up projects that we had to do in housing. So ऐसे होते होते over the span of 3 years I got to know about कि business में along with the vision, passion, problem, solution, operationally क्या क्या चीजें करनी पड़ती है जिससे कि startup can run and thrive one day. So all of that learning happened, and then in 2016 we started Impact with the name Impact Run. We thought we'll make India run, but because of that, what happened is for every 5 users we got, we lost say 30-40 users because हम तो भागते नहीं है, हमारे लिए आप relevant ही नहीं है. So we realized that because of Bata Paragon, India is a country of 1 billion walkers, not 100,000 or 1 million runners like US, Europe. So we scrapped the run. We are now only Impact. And the bigger purpose of this is that if you look at the lifestyles, right, of our parents or our grandparents and ours, they are drastically different. So the, people in our generation are generally less active. Our works require us to be behind screens like we all are right now. So there's along with that, consumption is at a like all-time high, right? May it be food or types of drink, anything, right? So all of this takes a toll on society's health at large. So what our aim is to make sure that people across generations get the right sort of incentives to keep themselves healthy. So, and this is basically an app for the masses. So the along with the incentives, one part of it is you give back with every step. So it appeals to your heart, and you're getting fit along with the way. You're competing with your friends and family. And you're having conversations around tu kitne kiye, maine kitne kiye. All of this is the community part of it, or which appeals to the head. And now, right here, we are going to build the store. Jahan pe abhi, with every step that you take, you will also earn impact coins, and you can use those coins for rewards on Nike, Puma, and other brands. So that's the whole ecosystem that we are building, a platform wherein companies can do good, companies can promote health and wellness, and the common community can keep raising money for good causes. So ऐसे कर करके the platform has evolved. Now we are a team of 15 who manage a daily active user base of 2 lakhs, total active community size of 1 million plus, and total downloads is like 3 million plus. So that's the scale at which अभी हम operate कर रहे हैं. फटी रहती है, बहुत काम होता रहता है, but yeah, so it's interesting. So testimonials like Ajay's give us the boost कि हम किसी के life में वो जब he or she is feeling the most energetic, enthusiastic, like once in a lifetime thing, हम उसके साथ part हो, what better a privilege can you get to over that, right? So we would love to keep staying in people's journey as they get healthier, happier, more productive version of themselves. And we are along the way. That's about Impact app. और मैं अपने personal life में I like to play music, so guitar, flute, sports में poker, chess, football, of course, and बाकी तो I'm like you only, just maybe 7-10 years older. So with that, I'll just stop. I'd like to share any type of questions that you guys have.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ishan, for sharing your journey, your experience, and your insightful. Thank you for your insightful words. Your word really inspires us. So I hope everyone enjoyed this. So now let's move to Q&A session. So everyone can post their question in the chat box, and we have some question with us. So let's start the Q&A session. So sir,
Yeah, but
first question.
with one caveat, I'll just tell. I'm not here to enlighten anyone. I'm just here to have fun and talk to people. गप्पे लड़ाने आया हूँ मैं.
Okay,
तो
sir.
enlighten वाली expectation में से मत आप question पूछना. दोस्तों से पूछ रहे हो, से पूछ लेना. Yeah, Akshat I think has a question. You can go first.
Yes, sir. Sir, basically, you said that the next phase for the impact will be like to get impact coins for a store. I had an app named most probably Sweat Coin. It works on
Yes.
same concept. Sir, so
Yes.
how would your app be different from it?
Our app is already different from it. No, Stepcoin doesn't raise money for a cause when you step. It only gives you coins which give you rewards. So our core philosophy is that with every action you do, a good action for your health should be a good action for your society. In that way, that's what differentiates us basically. Wherein abhi ke liye it's for walking, jogging. Soon we will add meditation, cycling, and other workouts. So these workouts, activities that you do, you're doing for someone else who's in more need of you. So that kind of a feeling or connection with users, Sweatcoin, Strava, कोई भी app नहीं बना पा रहा. Along with that, there are reward engines. We will also have one. They will also have theirs, and it will be competition on merchandise, right? So, yep, that's the commercial angle of the business. But it depends on the brand, right? Which we are trying to create. So it's a subtle difference between a Tata's and a Adani's, which you would have at scale when we both scale in the long run.
Thank you, sir.
And honestly, to this question, if anyone asks you this in the ecosystem, it is completely fine to say no. We are exactly like them, but we are building it better or more efficient or more whatever. right? तो ये भी चलता है if you don't have a differentiator. But yep, if you have, then why not? Yeah, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Akshay, Mr. Akshay. So we will be going with the questions. So, sir, we want to ask, how did you come to form an impact app? Like, what was the motivation? Since you were a solution analyst and at housing senior manager at housing.com, like, what was the reason?
The first reason was that like when I was in my first year, I was a part of the football team. और फिर मेरी टांग टूट गई थी when playing football. So then I had to go through a physical routine of discipline, consistency. So जिसकी वजह से I could basically run back again. और उसके बाद में from my 3rd to 5th year एक आदत पड़ गई थी हर दिन क्रॉसी दौड़ने की. क्रॉसी is a cross country which is 5 kilometer race. And उस टाइम पे मुझे मोटिवेशन लगता नहीं था ज्यादा, वो हो जाती थी. It was like a habit. But the moment I came to a company, right, तो वहाँ पे लाइफस्टाइल बदल गई. अचानक अकाउंट में 80,000 आने लग जाते हैं. फिर आपको लगता है I can afford this, so why not? And then your choices change. तो you would not believe, like मेरा कुछ 6 kg weight बढ़ गया था in a matter of 6 months. And then वहाँ पे the first thing I tried was to start the gym. And then the gym instructor was so ruthless on me कि मैं खत्म होने के बाद में बोलता था 5 और सेट लगा गया फिर something like this. मैं बोला नहीं, ये तो this is not customized for me. So that came to me to कि फिटनेस में लोगों की आदतें बनती क्यों नहीं है, हेल्थ में बनती क्यों नहीं है. Because everyone tries to go intense, go short term, go instant gratifying. Nobody is giving a long term journey. Nobody is appealing to something which can make it consistent. तो हमने सोचा कि कंसिस्टेंसी सॉल्व करेंगे, हर दिन लोगों से सिंपल एक्शंस करवाए तो भी it will be good. And then the social part of it, actually for me personally, it comes from a story in my childhood, but it comes for different people, it is different. But anyways, the point of putting a cause at the center of the theme just makes sense for everyone who's involved. So companies also get branded for good, the community gets to get an opportunity to contribute, and non-profits get funds. So मेरी जो personal journey थी, तो I had in my 4th standard, I had a bench partner called Ipshito. So he was blind by birth. अभी he's a musician, तो piano बजाता है मस्त, but he was blind. And braille का क्या होता है कि like slowly आप you can't write letters as fast as another 4th standard child could. तो मुझे उसका बेंच पार्टनर इसीलिए बनाया गया था क्योंकि आई वाज वन ऑफ द शैतान बच्चे, एंड टू काम मी डाउन, टू गिव मी अ रिस्पांसिबिलिटी, द टीचर हैड पार्टनर मी विद हिम. तो आफ्टर क्लास राइजेस वाला मोड मेरे लाइफ में रह चुका है. तो आई जस्ट सेड व्हाई नॉट गिव इट टू एवरीवन एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू सर्व. तो yes, that is the true raw, like honest raw story of what inspires me to start Impact and continue doing this.
That was a great story, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, next question. Sir, can you please explain how Impact changed your life? How was before and after Impact? How it changes?
How Impact changed my life?
Yes, sir. Like it's changing the life of millions, but how it affects you?
Yeah, matlab, I look at Impact as a creation, right? Like a parent to a child, or I don't know. Yeah, it's a very humbling experience, and it evolves you every day. तो ऐसे बोलना तो मुश्किल है how it completely changed me, but it gave me a sense of responsibility towards a lot more people, and at the same time a sense of satisfaction. So that is what it's given me. But a deep question, I've never thought of this.
Okay.
ऐसे मैंने सोचा नहीं यार, मैं जैसे बदल रहा हूँ वैसे बदले जा रहा हूँ.
Okay.
Yeah. Ayushi has a question, I think.
Yes.
और वैसे तुम्हारे पास क्वेश्चंस भी नहीं रहेंगे ना तो भी चलेंगे. इफ यू वांट टू नरेट सम इंसिडेंट्स एंड अराउंड द थीम ऑफ योर लाइफ तो वो भी कर लो, तो नो पेन. सिर्फ क्वेश्चंस नहीं है. वी वुड लव टू लिसन टू एवरीवन. बट या आयुषी.
Yeah, good morning. Actually, I have a question that like आप जैसे जो steps चल रही है उसके बाद मतलब process क्या होता है, मतलब how donate. ठीक है, मैंने donate steps click किया. I have been using it since long, but I have a question कि पीछे का processing कैसे, मतलब how उसके बाद वो जिनको needs है वहाँ तक पहुँचता कैसे?
Yeah. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले स्टेप में होता है कि we partner with the corporate CSR to become their annual or a 3-year partner. So as this partnership, they say that, okay, we have a budget of 10 crores. We will deploy it to wherever you recommend when your community sweats out for the app. So that's the first step that a partnership is started. उसके बाद में उनके causes come in chunks. So let's say a 1 CR goal का milestone का cause आ जाता है. Then the community side starts sweating for it. Then उसका percentage बढ़ने लग जाता है. The moment it hits 90%, we communicate to the company to transfer that amount to the non-profit because our community is about to exhaust it. तो उसके बाद में one time wire transfer या check or any type of fund transfer होता है, and the non-profit starts working. उसके बाद में we share कि वो काम कहाँ क्या हो रहा है. We share it in the feed, in our social media, in our mailers, etc. कि हो क्या रहा है. But हमें actually एक और system enable करनी है कि how we can create these micro localities and walks of people to the non-profits. तो वो जब भी हुआ है when employees went to the non-profits etc. to see what the work is happening, तो वो भी बहुत satisfying है, which we have not been able to crack at scale, because of which एक सवाल भी आते हैं बाद में. But like what would you recommend कि इसके अलावा what would you like to see? So this is what we do behind the scenes to show what work is happening and how funds are flowing. But anything that you wanted to see which was missing in our entire communication, which we can enable, maybe that can be an idea.
I think.
Yeah, that's very nice.
I think if there was an option of chat, that will be very better. Like
chat with the beneficiaries.
Yes. Like if we are in some league, then in that league we can talk with others.
ये चैट विद द बेनिफिशियरी तो स्केल नहीं हो पाएगा ना, और फिर इसमें फिर ये चैलेंजेस आ जाते हैं. पता है, इफ यू स्टार्ट चैटिंग देयर, बिकॉज़ अ गुड चंक ऑफ बेनिफिशियरीज आर चिल्ड्रन, राइट? एंड चिल्ड्रन हैव डिफरेंट राइट्स व्हेन इट कम्स टू पीपल हु वांट टू टॉक टू देम, राइट? तो वो सब में इसलिए वन ऑन वन फोटो प्रूफ तक वी कैन गिव, बट कनेक्शन टू द नॉन प्रॉफिट, इफ यू वांट, वी कैन मे बी डू लाइक here are the locations of wherever our partners are. You can go for a walk or a ride or a drive with your families to check it out and let us know कि the money that's been raised by your steps, how is it being used. तो ये कर सकते हैं, but because the beneficiary base is also now 5 lakh, yeah. So 5 lakh, connecting 5 lakh people to 2 lakh daily active users, it's a very big operational hassle also. But yeah, any other ideas on this? So, but ठीक है, I get the sense of what we could communicate more and deep and what's on happening on the ground than we do now. Yeah.
Are you?
I think we have another hand raised. Now there are 2 hands raised.
Yeah.
Are you?
I was saying कि like it shows कि you can twice the like amount by in outdoor steps, but जब भी like I used to मतलब I start walking, मतलब at that time ये option maybe आए if कि मतलब मेरा ऐसा होता है कि मैं walk करना शुरू कर देती हूँ, जब हो जाता है मेरा पूरा दिन का, then मैं देखती हूँ कि indoor steps ही हैं, outdoor active नहीं हुआ. So मतलब ऐसा कुछ maybe reminder कि when एक बार स्टार्टिंग के दिन में स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, देन आएगी आप आउटडोर स्टेप, मतलब ऑब्वियसली कैंपस में हम लोग तो पूरा दिन आउटडोर ही ऑलमोस्ट रहता है, तो एक रिमाइंडर है मे बी कि आउटडोर स्टेप्स ऑन कर. मेरा ऐसा बहुत होता है कि मेरा एक भी आउटडोर हो ही नहीं पाया है, इंडोर में ही मेरा अच्छे अमाउंट हुआ है, बट आउटडोर नहीं हो पा रहा है, मैं भूल जाती हूँ शुरू जब चलना शुरू कर देती हूँ, तो ये रिमाइंडर है, तो दैट वुड बी वेरी गुड देन.
या मैं भी भूलता था पहले, अभी नहीं भूलता, पर मैं भी भूलता था. तो और हमने इसके लिए नोटिफिकेशन रिमाइंडर डाली भी थी, और उसके बाद में एक सेट ऑफ यूजर्स आए थे जिन्होंने बोला भाई आप बहुत नोटिफाई करते हो, बट मे बी वी कैन हैव अ स्विच बटन कि if you are forgetful, then you only in these settings, the user only sets this piece up. So it would be a useful feature for the both of us. मैं भी भूलता हूँ, फिर मुझे सर गिव अप हो जाता है कि अरे मैं डबल कर सकता था.
Exactly. मेरे को बहुत रिग्रेट होता है at the last of the day कि I could have done twice, but मतलब I've been using it since 2 months I guess, but मेरा outdoor steps हो ही नहीं पाया, एक बार indoor में ही रह जाता है.
करते हैं कुछ. I will relay this to the product team, पर मैं भी सोचूंगा इस पे.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next question, Abhishek Savita.
Good morning, sir. My question is that like donators are having direct option.
एक तो ना आपसे एक तो क्वेश्चन के पहले एक मिनट. अभिषेक, मेरे को सर मत बुलाना कोई भी यहाँ पे, ईशान ही बुलाना प्लीज. और हाँ अभिषेक, अभी सवाल पूछना.
Yes, so my question is that like donators are having option that they can donate directly to the needy peoples and NGOs. So why they should collaborate with the apps like Impact, and then they should decide that yes, through Impact app they decide that after certain time the amount reaches to a certain level, and then after that time they are releasing the checks from their side for that NGO. So why they should join with the Impact app or some other apps like that, and why not directly donate this? Like one thing is there for the awareness, and what is the other side?
Yeah, because direct. Yeah, so I'll just tell you what the difference that I perceive कि at a very natural human level कि जब you have to donate, right, उसके पहले there needs to be a certain saving. People think कि मैं अपना पहले solve कर लूँ, फिर contribution donation का सोच लूँ, right? So there is a so everyone donates, right? I also donate, you must also be donating, but that's a small chunk of our monthly income or annual income or whatever net worth. You can't go beyond that level because it's your own wealth that corrodes because of it. So इसलिए at a level इसका एक limit है. Of course direct donations are also enabled through the app. आप directly करो, मंदिर में करो, या फिर on the street किसी को कर लो, या किसी non-profit को कर लो. These are all good charitable actions. They will all aim you good karma. So keep doing it. How we differentiate is कि we enable that to happen through your steps. As simple an action as taking a walk can do this. तो आपका wallet कभी खाली नहीं होता, and you get a sense of being a part of a bigger impact, right? Let's say you do something for the daughter of your mate and provide for her educational fees for a month or a year, right? That's a deep personal change that you brought in an individual's life, and that is also very noteworthy. ये करते रहना चाहिए. But इसके साथ में if you get to through simple activities like walking, jogging, meditating, which are good for your health, उनके साथ में through a fitness companion you can contribute to a bigger objective like building a hospital or planting 10,000 trees. You can be part of these bigger campaigns. Then would you not like that, Abhishek?
Yes, sir, definitely. Yes, Ishan, definitely I like that. But I was asking from the CEO of that organization that is funding for the impact. Like certain amount will be
Yeah.
raised through impact, and then let's say I will release the check for that NGOs for which people have donated their stuff. So I was not asking as a
Hmm.
participant for the impact, but from for those organization who is releasing the checks for that NGOs. So why they should
Why are they
collaborate?
doing it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So they collaborate because now I understand. So they collaborate majorly for 3-4 reasons. First reason is that we conduct these employee wellness campaigns where it's the same competition for a cause but collaborating for a goal together. तो ये employees के साथ जब हम experience करते हैं, so the company it's like an HR plus CSR drive in the company and companies just love it because they're getting their employees healthy, attrition down होती है, team bonding is going up, there's a sense of competition and conversation in the company which leads to good ideas, which leads to the progress. So productivity jump होती है. So all of these reasons the leaders of the companies understand that that's why they work on us on that front. Then on the community front, they now because so in this introduction itself, right? The introduction had we are helping build the Tata Memorial Hospital with Alchem Foundation. So the name of Alchem, the brand of Alchem was used in this conversation with more than 50 people. This is brand goodwill. तो एक तो होता है ब्रांड एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स जहाँ पे पीपल लाइक ब्रांड्स पैट ऑन देयर बैक कि मेरा प्रोडक्ट अच्छा दिस इज से एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स जो आपको न्यूज या फिर टीवी पे दिखती है. इसकी अगर ब्रांड वैल्यू इज 1 लेट्स से, तो एक कस्टमर तुम्हारे बारे में बोलना कि आई यूज दिस प्रोडक्ट एंड दिस इज अमेजिंग, इसकी वैल्यू होती है 10. और अगर एक कोई भी कॉमन लेमैन किसी भी कॉमन नेचुरल फोरम में बोल दे कि मैंने इस कंपनी के साथ भला करा, तो उसकी ब्रांड वैल्यू होती है 100x. So that's something that is untapped in the country and that's something that brands really value. तो आपको पता है कि कॉज के पीछे उनको डेटा जब डालते हैं तो इट्स लाइक 1.5 lakh people across the country, across 20 states has walked together for these many kilometers, looked at your brand and been a part of it. So they basically do for brand goodwill or employee health. And the third reason now that is added is if you're a health company, wellness company, if you are selling sports shoes, shorts, yoga mats, etc., this is a community who can, through their sweat, purchase exclusive offers from your brands. So these are the three things in which companies collaborate also, and that's why they like to work with us. और अभी कितने हुए? अभी it's too early to comment, but we have like 40 good partners on both of our working revenue streams. Yes, there are more questions.
Yes.
I think
Ajay Singh, you may go on.
Thank you for your answer.
Sir, sorry. Ishan, I want to ask a question. As you have said, this impact app works for a society, for a cause. So, can you tell about the journey impact has in COVID period?
Oh, in COVID.
Yes.
Yeah, so the first thing that happened to us in COVID, there were many interesting things. This will take a long time. है क्या जनता के पास टाइम है क्या?
Yes, sir.
I have
We
time.
have time. You may go on. We would love to hear that.
So when COVID happened, तो most of like 75% of our users were outdoor walkers. तो घर के बाहर जाके चल भागते थे. The moment COVID happened, everyone went inside their homes. So literally for 2 days there was panic कि अब क्या होगा? अब तो 1 लाख में से 75,000 लोग जो बाहर चलते भागते थे, they are not going to use the app anymore. So it's like a 75,000 users, 75% decline. अब इसको क्या करें? तो पहले 2-3 दिन तो tremendous stress कि करें क्या अभी? And then one developer in us said कि we can add the indoor button also and say that it's a simple step algorithm. तो पहला वो जो पैनिक था वो चेंज हो गया फीचर में, उसके 2-3 दिन बाद फीचर बन गया and the indoor walk started. Along with that, one more design idea that came was when we are converting steps to charity at that point of time, because our users are scattered across, right, age groups, demographic groups, economic group, age capacity. So the moment हमने वो डोनेशन का जो टाइम आता है वहाँ पे सोचा कि वी प्रोवाइड विद दी स्मॉल जिफ्स व्हिच आर गुड बिहेवियर चेंजेस लाइक वॉश योर हैंड्स, wear a mask, talk to doctor, etc. before the step donation or the contribution happens. So that was an instant hit. और तीसरी चीज जो की तो वी पार्टनर्ड विद हमारी जो कंपनीज थी उनको बोला कि यू आल्सो पुट कॉजेज ऑन द ऐप. तो good 4-5 companies directly don't contributed also, and around 4 more causes were created on the app. तो वो कॉजेज में हमने कोविड द टर्म यूज कर लिया था, उसकी वजह से हम गूगल से बैन हो गए थे. So we got banned from Google 1 week after COVID, after having built an indoor feature for our users, after having created causes for raising more funds for migrant workers as well as on frontline healthcare workers, और हम बैन हो गए. अब डायरेक्ट जीरो. तो उसके बाद में we contacted friends. I contacted friends who knew people in Sequoia, who knew people like Rajanandan is a ex Google head, and उनके थ्रू उनके बैकएंड पे गए और बोले कि हम जेन्युइन काम कर रहे हैं, ये देखो उसके प्रूफ्स, तो हमें अनबैन कर दो. तो हम फिर अनबैन हुए बिकॉज दे वर ऑन अ स्प्री, क्योंकि काफी मास मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन स्प्रेड हो रही थी अराउंड द वर्ड कोविड एक्सेट्रा. तो गूगल ने एक एल्गोरिथमिक कॉल ले लिया था कि एक एल्गोरिथम लिखेंगे और सारे जिनके कंटेंट में कोविड है उसको हटा देंगे. तो दिस हैपेंड, and the moment that happened, and one of us saw a video on YouTube of a doctor telling their patients कि if you can hold your breath for a good 30-40 seconds तो आपको अभी कोविड नहीं है, आप हॉस्पिटल में ओवरक्राउडिंग मत करो, उससे भी स्प्रेड होता है. तो that video just got our attention and we created a feature called breathometer. तो वो breathometer is something that captures your single breath hold capacity. तो that became a rage in the first 3-4 months कि अच्छा मेरी सांस 1 मिनट रोक पाता हूँ मैं, इसका मतलब मुझे कोविड नहीं है. हम we are not a doctor, so we couldn't share this with them, but we shared that okay 30 seconds is good enough, 60 seconds is, so that people started measuring and started getting a ray of hope for अच्छा अभी तो मैं हेल्दी हूँ, आज तो मैं हेल्दी हूँ. So that happened, and of course our user base का ऐसा जो rising peak था वो ऐसे plateau हो गया था. But these set of features and then the next things that we built and the causes around actually solving for COVID. So we managed to raise 1.5 crores, deploy somewhere like 10,000 masks in our locality at the time when all of that was not there. तो वो तो ऑन ग्राउंड कर रहे थे, बट एज अ कंपनी ये सब एवोल्यूशन हुआ. हमारी रेवेन्यू ने हिट लिया, तो हमारे उसके पहले के साल में हमारी 44 lakhs थी एनुअल रेवेन्यू. दैट took to 30 lakhs. So that happened. Companies went on the back foot. They were all also reacting to the change, right, from work from office to work from anywhere / home. So that did happen, but it taught a lot. I wouldn't say we thrived very well, but we're in the middle of thriving and surviving through the wave. तो ये थोड़े pivots करने पड़ते हैं जैसे user behavior change होता है. And yeah, we've learned and now we are growing with it. ऐसे भी नहीं है कि चला गया है. So we are now learning to grow impact in a world with viruses. Yeah.
The story was great.
तो आपने यही पूछा था क्या अजय? अजय नहीं, किसने पूछा था?
अजय सिंह पूछा था.
हाँ. So Ajay, this is what you wanted to know, or wanted to know something else around us?
Yes, I wanted to know this about. Okay. Thanks for the answer.
Yeah. Before moving to the next question,
Thank you.
this is for the participant. Like as Mr. Ishan said, you can share your experience too. Like if you want to share it, just only a Q&A session. You can also share it. So moving to the next, are you?
ऐसे नहीं बोलते यार, ऐसे नहीं बोलते. ऐसे रुको हर्ष. एक मिनट हर्ष ऐसे नहीं बोलते कि anyone who wants to share an experience, please share. We would love to listen.
Yeah.
अगर पनिशमेंट की तरह बोलोगे तो कौन बोलेगा कुछ?
Feel free to.
Okay. Before moving to that, sir, your video is like coming bloody. So can you please look into this?
अभी भी है क्या? Is it still blurry?
Yes.
I just rejoin then. Should I just rejoin?
Yes.
Okay. Nice work, guys. But yeah,
Keep asking. Okay, sir, now it's better. The video is not lacking, um, but it's quite blurry. I think the network is not
Yeah, can
stable.
but more important is
Yes, the audio is fine. Means it's
या पहाड़ों में हूँ क्या करूँ.
nice, sir. Okay, so we can move to the next question. So Ayushi, you may go on.
uh, Mr. Sun, you can on your camera. Are you? Are you? Okay.
I think there is some error from Ayushi's end. So there is a question in the chat. I will be reading it. So, Mr. Ishan, what you expect the impact to be, and how is the current scenario different from your expectation?
Hmm. Again, very deep questions, man. You guys get very deep questions. I like it. So, yeah, we've not had a certain expectation about impact turning out a particular way. There is a vision to solve a problem, and that we are all guided by that vision, but we are like loosely guided, like guidelines है, rules नहीं है. तो हम खेल सकते हैं उसमें, and we can create a an exact ecosystem which the customer or the consumer wants to use while staying true to our core values or morals. तो हमें बनाना ऐसा है दुनिया wherein the world every day, uh, the young of the world start moving around more for a cause in their lives, and feel healthy at a physical, mental, spiritual level. So if you look at the core activities that are going to come into it, there's going to be walking, jogging, meditating, cycling, and other type of workouts that we'll record through the cameras. All of these will create memories in your lives when these are moments, small snippets of 30 minutes, half an hour, 10 minutes meditation, whatever, which have created a positive health impact not only in your lives but also has created a positive social impact in the countries needy or the world's needy. Then the aim would be to take this global, this entire concept with corporates partnering, non-profits partnering, and the common community sweating out for the same. Now this is on the activity side. Now on the reward side, one is of course the CSR engine will grow, and the other will be these two type of brand partnerships will grow. Uh, First will be for products like Nike, etc., etc., and then it will be for a service component. So, like for example, a week-long yoga session or a month-long gym session or something, you can just redeem or unlock through the coins that you collected through your sweat. So the experts that you choose for yourself, you can unlock through your in-app effort itself. So that will create an ecosystem of health service providers like physiotherapists, psychotherapists, chiropractors, dietitians, um, maybe even caregivers, doctors, ऐसा एक universe whichever is linked to health. This is what it basically is ending up going to become in Web 2. By Web 2, I'm meaning apps. Now, a similar concept will be built around in Web 3, wherein these impact coins on the Web 2 are also transferable to a token on Web 3, which you can earn or collect through Sweat. So that will eventually, so this is just in thoughts, this can eventually be a crypto play long term if the world accepts decentralized currencies. And it's up to us, like people in our generation and your generation, to accept which currencies you guys are going to use and transact in every day. तो वो अगर बड़ा हुआ तो we'll be ready for it. That's kind of our strategy into the Web3 side of things. पर उसके पहले it is we are experimenting on NFTs with Puma as a partner, uh, as virtual but scarce products which you can collect and then you can trade. तो ये शुरू हो रहा है. So all of this is basically dreamt and more, and features like maps in the app, music in the app, more accurate tracking, improving, letting people chat in their teams. I think that was one of the need, but from not from a beneficiary, but from your with your team member. So ये सब चीजें add करनी है into the ecosystem. So what we've dreamt is actually in the future, and we basically created day by day, week by week, month by month, quarter by quarter. So like I would not say it's on the journey. On some fronts it is more mature and faster than we'd expected at this point in time, and on some others it's slightly slow. So जहाँ पे slow होता है वहाँ पे push करना होता है. It's like एक football team है, right? अगर आपके defenders strong है और आपकी midfield weak है और आपकी attacker strong है, तो midfield को थोड़ा push karo. So it's not a matter of what I expect versus what it will become. We've all seen what it can become, and we'd work every day, at least for the next 10 years to make that happen. I hope that answers
Yeah.
vaguely, but not.
Okay, so Bhavika, I hope you got your answer. Is this what you want to ask?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, Bhavika. So
यार मतलब अगर मेरे जवाबों से आपका जवाब आपके दिमाग से या दिल से एक्चुअली आए कि नो दिस डिडंट आंसर, तो वो भी बोल दो, राइट?
हाँ, feel free to ask anything and share anything.
Yeah. Abhishek,
So-
वैसे you also came fifth क्या? It was your name क्या, Abhishek, in the list?
हाँ, Abhishek came fifth.
Nice, सही है. You share your experience, then Abhishek, then maybe others will like share theirs. How did it feel to be consistent and come in the top 5?
Yes, I can say.
So
Like,
what was motivating you more? Was it competition or doing something good together with your friends, or both,
it was
or nothing?
mixture of both, like a little bit
Mix of both.
competition and also doing something good for society. Like I have came to know this app in like a month ago when we have planned to do this event, and after that I have installed, and in that 1 month period I have got very much distance. Like I used to walk very much, but I don't know how much distance I have covered in day. But after installing this app, I came to know I was walking like almost 10 kilometers per day, and that was almost a very big deal for other people. But I used to walk this much distance so easily. So, and after starting of this event, I have increased my capacity ability, and I just covered very distance. I have visited my campus full round, and like that. It was good experience of doing some social work and also enjoying my campus life. Both things are happening simultaneously, so it was nice experience.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you, Abhishek. That was really inspiring. I think the step count part was really motivating us and our love for round figures. Like if you are on 9,050 steps, you will take more steps to make it 10,000. So that was the key motivation to take more steps. So next question. Let's go to the raise hand section. Ayush, you may go on with your question.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. I am Abhishek's roommate and I can testify to whatever he said. I am more of a computer guy and I usually don't go out, but because of this event, he forced me to go out and now I am like donating money and I am enjoying this. So I really love the app concept. My question was basically, sir, like today's generation is more inclined to, the younger generation is more inclined toward video game and stuff. So I wanted to know your stand, like what do you feel like about this? Are the outdoor sports being lacking behind or something? What is your stand on this one?
यार ये क्या पूछ लिया यार तो मेरे को मुझे दोनों पसंद है मैं खुद ही गेमिंग करता हूँ I like to play FIFA Counter Strike like I was back in the day we used to have Counter Strike FIFA Age of Empires but like I would say the middle path is always good what tends to like create a lot of pain in the long run is if you get addicted to something तो पता रहे कि finally detached होना है and तो like if you are spending like 3-4 hours every day for 4-6 months तो फिर तो addicted ही हो फिर तो go visit somewhere or go but if you're playing here once in a while I don't think video games are like the enemy because बहुत ही मस्त product है they've created an ecosystem in which you can engage with so strongly and fast right it gives the equal amount of high that a football ground game would or a run or a marathon would so it's like ऐसा है कि there's a lot of time in everyone's lives right कि a person who is maybe gaming for 30 minutes 45 minutes 1 hour still has time to do all of this so I would say like I don't have opinions क्योंकि मैं दोनों मैं PUBG भी खेल चुका हूँ मतलब ऐसे नहीं कि तो I it would be hypocritical of me to take a stance and tell कि नहीं गेमिंग मत करो ये आपको बिगाड़ेगा ये सब कुछ नहीं है बट कंट्रोल में रहो ये बहुत जरूरी
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
yeah
So thank you, Ayush. So anyone wants to share any experience or anything? They may come forward. Like we would love to hear your experience with from the app or anything related, unrelated anything.
Sorry, there was a network issue from my side when I was asking question. So, sir said that like if we could recommend something. Actually, I feel like cycling the culture.
who sir
You
who sir
Ishan sir.
I don't know who sir is okay go on
Okay, Ishan. Sir will come automatically. I don't know.
it should not people love their first names it should not unless they are like earned your respect or they are very 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 old तो आपको तो मैं तो ज्यादा बूढ़ा तो नहीं लग रहा ना तो फिर I don't think I've done something to earn your respect so much तो फिर यार सर मैं एक्चुअली बोल रहा हूँ ना सर मैडम इज लाइक अ कल्चर ऑफ द प्री इंडिपेंडेंस एरिया अभी तक उसका हैंगओवर चल रहा है मेरे में भी चल रहा था टिल द एज ऑफ 28 फिर मैंने निकाला और फिर मुझे मजे आने लग गए लोगों के साथ ऐसे जुड़ जाते हो फिर तो सर मैम में यू आर ऑलरेडी क्रिएटिंग अ बाधा एक वॉल की आपने कुछ अच्छा किया या बड़ा किया इसमें आपको नहीं कोई जरूरी नहीं गो ऑन so you had an important question but
Yeah.
Is it Ayushi right or who wait who is this
Ayushi.
okay
Yeah, I was saying कि मतलब cycling का कल्चर आई कुड सी कि मतलब बहुत प्रमोट हो रहा है इन दीस डेज तो मतलब एक somehow कुछ जैसे कि सारे जॉगिंग और वॉकिंग और रनिंग जो वी कैन डोनेट स्टेप्स कैन वी डू द सेम विद साइकिलिंग और मतलब साइकिलिंग के से कुछ इफ वी आर साइकिलिंग सम डिस्टेंस देन उसको डोनेट कर सकें मतलब कुछ ऐसा इज पॉसिबल
yes it is possible I only wish I could show you our product roadmap but then if I showed you I would have to hire you इसलिए मैं भी दिखाऊंगा नहीं but cycling is there in the roadmap so is meditation so right but it's a product roadmap into the future is like a company secret so किसी को बताना मत, बताएंगे हम जरूर.
That's nice. So मतलब I heard something you मतलब when I rejoined, I heard something Web 2.0 and 3.0 से relating something. So can you please talk about that?
Yes. यार इसमें तुम लोगों ने क्रिप्टो में कुछ किया है? माइन ट्रेड में have people shown interest in crypto?
Mining try किया था.
Okay, we got one. Okay, क्या माइन किया था? कितनी अमीर हो गई हो?
नहीं कुछ नहीं किया, बेसिक था, इतना ज्यादा नहीं किया.
Yeah.
I have won
So the
like
thing is,
almost
यार 1 के आगे सुनाई नहीं दिया.
1.5 के समथिंग.
सही है. मिंटिंग माइनिंग के क्रिप्टो
क्या?
माइनिंग या ट्रेडिंग?
ट्रेडिंग.
ट्रेडिंग. हाँ तो मतलब दिस इज Web3 में ना, तो आई टेल यू आवर प्लान्स आर स्टिल प्रीमेच्योर. अभी हम सोच ही रहे कि क्या बनाए. So I would not be able to like give clarity, but I can give clarity on what Web3 is. It's like a जैसे गुड्स इन द रियल वर्ल्ड की ट्रेडिंग होती है ना, वैसे एक वर्चुअल वर्ल्ड में लोग वर्चुअल चीजों की ट्रेडिंग करके बार्टर सिस्टम क्रिएट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. सो देयर आर लाइक 18,000 क्रिप्टो करेंसीज, आउट ऑफ व्हिच 120 आर प्रीटी मच एक्टिव एंड हेल्दी. एंड अब तक दुनिया में 150 नेशनल करेंसीज होती थी. And now suddenly there is another addition of 120 similar online decentralized currencies like the national, but unlike the national security systems which are like capped and centralized. पर वो एक first time हो रहा है दुनिया में, right? And then there is this new NFT wave. So Web3 includes like 5 or 6 things totally. So one is AR, VR, AI, ML. Aviation or drones, etc. Web3 includes crypto, NFT, and other elements, or basically tokenization and redistributed networks of communities being owners of their creations. And the last one being 3D printing if it picks up in construction. So ये सब में मिलके these are the next futuristic technologies. Some use the web, some you do not use the web, but this is the 3.0 of industrialization. The 2.0 being apps, hybrid websites, D2C, food getting sold online, etc., etc. So अब इसमें out of these things, what do we want to do? We were seeing, so for the indoor workout feature, that wherein let's say you record a workout, we know how much, according to how much you moved, you burnt calories, that's how much you get coins. And you can take that video, shrink it into a small bit size to 20-second story and put it up on Instagram. तो ये चीज enable करना can be, तो इसमें computer vision, maybe a couple of AI ML algos की use होगी. बाकी Web3 में it's like we would basically be creating NFTs, like the badges जो अभी आप जीतते हो, they could be personalized NFTs, or we could create some new branded NFTs which people could trade, right? So these are a few things that can happen. So, but more so, what has happened in the world of Web3 is that companies are realizing that if we make the community part owner of the company itself through tokenizing their in-app engagement activities, it creates a win-win for everyone in the ecosystem, and hence the value of that community plus currency plus company rises faster. So that's basically the decentralization side of Web3. And this is kind of 90% of what I know.
Very nice.
Thank you, sir. Ayushi, did you get your answer?
Okay. One thing more, like when I got to know about impact from a friend, like I was really excited because बहुत अच्छी चीज है. मतलब इतना मैं पहले चाहती थी but इसका कुछ हो नहीं पा रहा था. But after using this, like मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. So I'm really curious, मतलब how did this idea came in your mind for this donation of, मतलब let's say just access to read the case. So you could tell us about it.
आइडिया कैसे आई हमारे दिमाग में, ये क्वेश्चन था.
हाँ. पीछे का मतलब
हाँ
कैसे
नहीं, आइडिया तो इट वाज अराउंड द सेम टाइम राइट कि जब वही मेरी कॉलेज के बाद टोन निकलने लग रही थी धीरे धीरे, और मैं फिर जिम ज्वाइन करा था। और फिर जिम ज्वाइन करने के बाद मैंने सोचा कि यार ये तो बहुत मुश्किल है, तो और क्या इंसेंटिव हो सकता है। तो उसी टाइम पे जब मैं फिटनेस ऐप्स एक्सप्लोर कर रहा था तो मुझे एक चैरिटी माइल्स करके ऐप दिखी, तो मैंने यूज करी और मुझे फर्स्ट टाइम एक्सपीरियंस बहुत अच्छा था, मुझे बहुत मजा आया। तो मैं बोला कि यार ये तो बना सकते हैं एंड वी कैन क्रिएट अ सिमिलर थिंग इन इंडिया। तो दैट्स एक्चुअली हाउ वी स्टार्टेड।
मतलब इट्स लाइक कि इसका फॉरेन वर्जन कोई ऐप अवेलेबल है एंड देन ऐसा कुछ।
फॉरेन वर्जन ऐप था बट वो लोग कुछ और चीजें कर रहे थे, उनका मोनेटाइजेशन मॉडल कुछ और था। तो मतलब ऐप लुकिंग द सेम, two apps looking the same doesn't mean that the two companies or the two startups are the same, right? उनके
या
monetization models अलग हो सकते हैं, उनके geographies of impact हो सकते हैं, उनके core values अलग हो सकते हैं, उनके internal business operations अलग हो सकते हैं, उनकी processes अलग हो सकती है, उनकी culture अलग हो सकती है। तो we decided कि ये concept अच्छा है as an app, तो and it motivates me, so it did motivate me for a week to 2 weeks, but then there were a few product breaks। तो हमने बोला कि हम भी बना सकते हैं, एंड देन वी स्टार्टेड टू मेक द विजन इवन ग्रैंडर कि इसमें सिर्फ वॉकिंग जॉगिंग क्यों है, बाकी वर्कआउट्स क्यों नहीं है, इसमें मेडिटेशन क्यों नहीं है, इसमें डायरेक्ट डोनेशन क्यों नहीं है, एक्सेट्रा। वी स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग ऑफ ऑल दीज आइडियाज एंड देन वी स्टार्टेड बिल्डिंग इट। तो ऐसी शुरुआत हुई। और अभी हम शायद उनसे साइज में आई थिंक 1.5 टाइम्स हो चुके हैं।
That's great to hear. So I have a question. Like since you told like you will be adding a feature of meditation, but how will you plan to monitor the meditation? Like how will you be monitoring the meditation, yoga, and converting into?
या सो
Yes.
योगा अलग है, मेडिटेशन अलग है। मेडिटेशन में आई
हाँ.
थिंक you have to track, give great serene calm peaceful audio tracks or guided slash unguided experiences, and let the user start and end the session, and वो जो time होगा we trust that that is the time। um, for yoga I think we'll have to track it through cameras, through computer vision, but I'm not sure about that। पर हाँ, trust is important कि because it's linked to a cause and it's linked also to rewards, right? So yeah, we want to be that's the reason actually also meditation and cycling हम सोच भी रहे कि what is the most accurate way to track it confidently। तो या वो मिलते से करेंगे, बट अभी के लिए ऐसे सोचा मिनट्स मेडिटेटेड। या
So it's based on the trust with your users. That's
एंड
important.
इसमें भी हमने सोचा, यहाँ पे भी हमने सोचा है कि वी थॉट वी वर वेरी एंटी ट्रस्ट बैक इन द डे कि हम बहुत ही विजिलेंस करते थे, और फिर समझा कि हमें सिर्फ 1.5% यूजर्स के लिए करना पड़ रहा है ये। हमने फिर सोचा छोड़ो यार, आप गुड कॉज के लिए 1.5%, 1.5% दुनिया का चोरी कर रहा है, वो भी किसी के भले के लिए, तो करने दो, इट्स फाइन।
Yes, sir. Yes, Ishan. Sorry for the sir part again.
और बताओ।
Can hear experience from hers. How was his experience? Please share.
Sure. So my experience. So the experience is same. Like I also came to know about this app through the donate event. Being a part of the event is very nice. So the league also motivated to get into top 20s, top 10. Since I was traveling, so I couldn't contribute much. I was out of the campus most of the time traveling. So, but still I love whenever I get time after dinner, I used to go to a walk just to for donate to job to donate or to get in top 10s or top 20s in the league. So and it was a very nice experience. I think I have a suggestion. Like you could also add a not in league overall top step donors into this feature also. Like it also motivates people to be in globally in top 10, top 50. This might also help.
Yeah, so we have a global we have a global leaderboard, वो हमने बस अभी हटा दिया है और कहीं अंदर टीम्स में या कहीं तो रखा है, प्रोफाइल के अंदर डाला हुआ है ग्लोबल लीडरबोर्ड। तो क्योंकि हमें
हाँ
समझाते कि people are lot can get a lot competitive, lot very fast, right? So, but yeah, the global leaderboard is there. It's not just there on the home page जैसे पहले होता था.
being a JE aspirant in girls competition into your blood.
Yeah. So you guys, most of these people, you're in which year? The 35 plus, I think 10, 45 of us are here, right? So
Yes, yes.
which year? कौन से year में हो?
I am from second year. I'm second year, right?
Abhishek?
And I'm also in second year. I'm also in second year.
Ayushi?
Second year.
क्या third year? I didn't hear.
Second year. Second year.
अच्छा सभी सोफीज है.
नहीं.
नहीं
No, sir. I
we
am
have
from
third
third
year
year.
rights too.
I am from third year.
God.
Yes.
Cool. और बताओ यार इंस्टी में क्या क्या चलता
हाँ.
रहता है आजकल. गेमिंग कौन सी चलती है आजकल.
Valorant.
वैलोरेंट मतलब वो सीएस का ही वर्जन है क्या वैलोरेंट.
नहीं मतलब काफी सारे गेम्स हैं चलते रहते हैं तो गेमिंग मतलब मेरे को ऐसा ज्यादा गेमिंग में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है बट थोड़ा बहुत खेल लेता हूँ.
और क्या चलता है अभी. क्या when did you guys start coming to college?
Yeah, we are in the hostels right now. That's why I was switching the cameras off and on since people are coming and saying चल भाई.
एक मिनट ये आपका हॉस्टल है. ये रूम है आपकी हॉस्टल की.
नहीं these are the backgrounds, these are the features from the Teams app, like change the background.
नहीं हाँ हर्ष वो तो समझा मुझे. अभिषेक का बैकग्राउंड वो है. हर्ष का बैकग्राउंड अगर हॉस्टल है तो कभी कॉलेज से ग्रेजुएट मत करना.
हाँ नहीं my
मुझे
background
पता
is
था.
also from the Teams app. है ना.
अच्छा फिर ठीक है. Cool. Anything else?
You
Like
can have. Yes.
Yeah, let's let Abhishek go first, please.
I think we can hear some
Yes.
more experiences from Chaitanya. Like he was second position already. So. Nice.
Yes, so I think Akshat Bhaiya should carry on. Okay.
Okay. My experience was very good. Basically, when we were deciding about the events and all, some of second year told about the impact tab. I hadn't the idea about the impact tab. Then I thought that it would be great for an event like Jog to Donate to happen in our college. So it motivated. And after coming to college, my walking increases very much. Basically, in home, at most I walk a 1 kilometer. But in college, every day at least 10 kilometer we walk just for roaming with friends and all. So I thought that if I am walking for such a kilometer, so after walking, if I can donate some amount for social cause, then it will be great. So basically, we also collaborated. Basically, in our college, our sports space is also happening. So we also the Jog Student also collaborated with Sparda. They had a marathon walk at 6 a.m. On 12th, no, Abhishek? Yeah.
Yes.
So we had the collaboration. So a lot of people ran with impact apps in their mobile phones. That also helped in contribute a lot, and people got to know about impact. So overall, my experience was great. Organizing and participating in the event. We raised a lot of money also, and many people got to know about the impact app. So that was a great experience for me.
Nice.
Yeah, Abhishek, you were asking some question. Vishesh was asking some question. You can go for it. Vishesh Gupta.
आर्टिस्ट का नाम नाइट नॉवेल है गाने का नाम डार्क नाइट.
Ashit Abhishek. Then.
Yeah.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
I want to ask a question to Ishan. I'm a business student. I study business. I do not know anything about computer science, but I come across various ideas like making apps, but I don't know how to proceed. So how can I do so?
So there are two ways to proceed. Do you like making friends, or do you? It's fine if you don't have many friends. Vishesh,
I like making friends.
who asked this question? Vishesh, right?
I like
Yeah.
making friends.
Yes, yes, Vishesh.
Cool. So then, so how do you proceed? के तो फिर दो answers हैं यहाँ पे. कि one way is that you think about your idea, articulate it well, and basically tell your developer friends that you'll have friends who can code, right? Tell them कि चल 15 दिन में किसका MVP बना के देखते हैं, आइडिया बना तो लेते हैं, let's see how it goes. And that's one way of involving 4 or 3 more people, maybe a designer, a developer, and these are all people who, it's fine if they have no experience, just go ahead and build something with a group of friends. Or the second way is ki learn coding. That's also not that tough. You'll take a 1-2 month journey, but in whatever you want to make an Android, then learn JavaScript. Or अभी तो नया भी आ रही है codeless या फिर less code versions आ रहे हैं वहाँ पे, where you have to just design the flows most of the time, screens and flows, and then then most of the coding on the front end happens automatically. So you can explore those options also. But I would rather say ki if it's an idea and you're really passionate about it, think of an MVP, write a few, like write a 2-3 document page on it, make the first few screens, and just share it with 3 or 4 friends who you think can add like complementary set of values. Someone is good at operations, someone is good at sales, someone is good at development, someone is good at artistic design thinking, and just like make this cohort build it together. So that would be my go ahead. My way to go ahead would be that, but every people have different approaches. So maybe you can create the first version, second version of the app yourself. You can learn coding, and anyone can learn coding in a matter of, I think, 2 to 3 months would be a decent. You'll be decent at one language. It's like learning a new language, no? And the best part is कि computer फिर से जवाब random से emotional जवाब नहीं देता. मैं कर सकता हूँ या नहीं कर सकता हूँ ऐसे simple बताता है वो. So it's a very easy conversation also. Coding is basically a easy conversation with a computer who listen to whatever you say. You just need to say it out algorithmically and logically correctly. ये करो जब ये हो. So that's also easy. That these are like two options in front of you. I would choose like depending on my personality, I'd choose any of them. But yeah, you don't have one. You have two options to go ahead.
Thank you.
I hope that answer your question, Vishesh.
वैसे विशेष अगर कोई आइडिया ऐसे तुम्हारी सीक्रेट या फिर IP protected नहीं है, तो maybe you can share it for a bit in this call only. We can do a little bit of 5 minute, 10 minute brainstorming. Maybe you'll find 3 or 4 of the 31-35 people present here.
I don't know if the idea is good, but I want to share it. Um, you know,
कोई तकलीफ नहीं है भाई, कोई तकलीफ नहीं है.
I want to join gym, but where I live in my city, there is no trainer. When I go to gym, it's always a risk. Like someone will tell me, you know, things that will negatively impact my body. So I always thought that if I can get an online trainer at an affordable cost, like there are many cities in India, gyms are opening everywhere, but there are no professional trainers, certified nutritionists. So if I can get all of it at an affordable cost, that would be very beneficial for me. So I wanted to build an app where I can collaborate with the certified trainers and nutritionists, which can provide customized food charts and tell you what exercise do you need according to your body. That's it.
Great idea. Why did you call it a bad idea? Who here thinks it's a good idea? Just hand raise कर दो.
I recently came across this idea because I always wanted to join gym, but I am not able to join it because it's always a risk.
Right, so there are already 5-6 people who are agreeing on this idea कि ये बन सकता है कुछ, because a there is no कोई कमी नहीं है फिटनेस इन्फ्लुएंसर्स न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट वगैरह की, और ये जरूरत और भी है जनता की इन अ लैंड व्हिच इज ग्रोइंग इन कंजम्पशन मच मोर एंड नीड्स टू get a creative control on it. So a nutritionist or a fitness trainer or a tracker trainer is definitely helpful. इसमें बस ध्यान रखना कि ऑपरेशंस मार्जिन अपने लिए भी और अपने ट्रेनर्स की जो सप्लाई कम्युनिटी है उसके लिए काफी डिसेंट होने चाहिए while balancing it with affordable as you said. But to that end there is this company called Fitter जिसने ये चीज जिम ट्रेनर्स के साथ की हुई है. Just see they are like a now a 100 crore top line company. So they've created this ecosystem of one particular type of experience where a trainer transforms you totally physical at a physical level. So just maybe you can draw some inspiration from that, but it's a good idea. You can start it, and I think before or while you're developing the app, a right situation or a stage to develop the app is when you're like, चलो I have done 50 transactions, like 50
मेरा cousin है.
जो आपके दिमाग में है 50 ट्रेनर को 50 लोगों से आपने कनेक्ट जब करा, who want to avail that service are paying it, even if it is it's at a cost zero revenue, like how much ever you're collecting from the user you're giving it to the trainer, ये भी चलेगा starting में. But if you enable like 50 plus transactions, then that is proof of concept. उसके बाद में आप pilot MVP product पे काम करने लग जाओ. But first prove it in any market में, it can be Varanasi also, कि you're connecting just 50 people who want to exercise regularly to 50 trainers, and then you'll understand the operational challenges in it, and if you're excited about solving it and even at a global, national, state level scale, so yeah, just go for it with your team. But yeah, it's just like that. The one thing which is different than housing is housing was a very solid, big but operational heavy journey in my life, and now I'm in a more technology product heavy community building journey. तो दोनों अलग journeys है, but it's a big market both ways.
No, that was good to hear. It was
all right. So if you guys can allow me, I would have to leave at 11:30. Is that okay? Or do we have a lot of questions?
No.
So आप उस हिसाब से
we can wrap up the session. Yes, sir. Yes, Ishan. So I think it's time for us to wind up this wonderful session. So if anyone have a question, they may ask. Like we will be taking one question before ending.
Yeah, I want to ask.
And if anyone has any more questions, yeah.
I have recently passed class 12. Like
sure,
I'm a dropper right now. I am not in any college, so I do not have any friend from computer science stream. So can I? Is there any platform where I can connect with these people, like marketing people and computer science coders?
LinkedIn AngelList.
LinkedIn AngelList.
हाँ इधर मिलेंगे आपको, या फिर टॉप कोडर भी है, वहां पे भी मिल सकती है एक टीम, बट वहां पे पैसे खर्च करने पड़ेंगे थोड़े. पर दोस्त बनना यार. एक बुक में बोल रहा हूँ, हाउ टू विन फ्रेंड्स एंड इन्फ्लुएंस पीपल करके, एक डाल कार्नेगी की, वो पढ़ लो, आपको समझ जाएगा क्या करना है.
Okay. Thank you.
So we don't.
अच्छा, if anyone has any other questions ना, तो मेरा email ID तो मैंने दे रखा है, तो it's Ishan ISHAN, yeah, it's ISHAN@impactrun.com. तो इस पे कुछ भी जो भी questions होंगे, जो भी doubts होंगे, questions, critiques भी चलेंगे, solutions, problems, ideas, if you want to throw that is and that, and otherwise I'm pretty much active on LinkedIn also. So cool, that's about it. Thank you everyone for joining in, and congratulations to everyone, not just the winners, for the and we'll see you season 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, Ishan. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ishan.
For our audience who dream to do something good for our society or want to be a successful entrepreneur, I'm certain that your session has enlightened their path and enriched their minds. On behalf of Jagriti, I would like to extend my gratitude to Mr. Ishan Nadkarni for taking his time out of busy schedule and letting us pick your brains. Thanks for everyone for joining.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Dan.
Can you stop recording?
Yeah, meet and over here.
Yeah, yes, and then-
वो चला
You guys-
गया विशेष जो था, अभी जो क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा था चला गया शायद।